So this is my video for my Awakened Collector. I named mine Bill, as in Bill Collector. I chose a lighter weapon loadout for this character because he relies on using his skills quite a bit to survive. So I used the light assault rifle, the Vindicator, as well as Blood Pack Punisher, which isn't terribly light to begin with, but with this mod it is. So if you don't have a second gun that's lighter, you can probably mod one out. Or you could just go with one weapon altogether, which is what you'd probably be better off doing. I just like having two weapons. It makes me feel better. My powers, I took 6 in Dark Sphere and 3 in Seeker Swarms because I knew I was going to want points in my Vengeful Ancient to increase the level of my powers. Vengeful Ancient allows me to get 65% power damage bonus. And I also took the damage and capacity in order to get my weapons a little lighter to further make my recharge speed that much better. I ended up throwing 5 points into Ascension or Ancient Warrior because I just had nowhere else to put my leftover points. I could have put it into Seeker Swarms, but I chose to take the extra recharge speed on my powers. As long as I'm going to end up in that stance, at least I'll get some kind of benefit, and the rest of this is just my durability and health. It's your regular fitness tree. Ancient Warrior, it allows you to get the Ascension stance. It lasts about 45 seconds and increases your power and your recharge speed, but at the expense of more damage. I chose to take Dark Matter over Unstable Dark Sphere. You can see Unstable Dark Sphere actually increases your damage over time, as well as your duration. Dark Matter does 100% more damage at the expense of decreasing the detonation radius. But that's okay, because if you go to tier 5, you'll notice that you're able to get that radius anyway. And the damage over time. Not the radius, but the duration. You're able to get the duration and the damage over time in rank 5. So all's not lost there. If you decide not to detonate it, you still have that. But when you factor in the 100% plus the 65 from Vengeful Ancient, that's a lot of power damage that you're going to get off your Dark Sphere, whether you detonate it or not. And then plus with rank 4, you have the detonation damage, and you have all these other damage buffs. So then, you go to Dark Channel. You also have, I took my Dark Channel all damage. I chose not to take Pierce this time with it, although that's very good for your boss type characters, your Banshees, shit like that. But I chose to take the slow to reduce their movement speed, since I'm not going to be able to do heavier damage to the boss type characters necessarily with Dark Channel. But with the biotic explosions that you get by combining with your Seeker Swarms, you can still do reasonable damage with the Dark Channel, if not just draining them and using your weaponry in combination with. What I like about Dark Channel is that it transfers targets every time you kill something. So I wanted to make sure I had the duration up by 40% in rank 4. It's also handy where if you're running and gunning, you can drop a Dark Channel on somebody and take cover, and it'll continue to work for you, taking people down. So I chose that over the extra damage. Seeker Swarms I only took to rank 3 because I just didn't have enough points to give to everything. It increases my damage a little bit, but other than that, I didn't really put a lot into Seeker Swarm. I have taken Seeker Swarm up to 6, and you get the extra 10% protection and all that, and that's nice. It makes him a little less squishy, but I wanted to try to pimp out his power buff a little this time, as opposed to taking the protection. And I kind of like it. If your powers don't end up killing him quickly, your weapons finish him off rather fast when you're having that much power damage. So the Vengeful Ancient definitely comes in handy. And when you combine that with the power of this Dark Matter explosion, it's rather nice. But the interesting thing is you can cast Dark Sphere and follow it up with Dark Channel, and the only thing you get charged for a recharge is your 2.5-second Dark Channel. So as long as you don't detonate the Dark Sphere right away, you can cast the Dark Sphere, throw on the Dark Channel. Now you're getting the recharge for the Dark Channel, blow up your Dark Sphere. You're not going to get charged at 8-second recharge time. It's fantastic.